Hi, living in Boulder vlog for February 5th, 2020, Wednesday at 4:08 p.m. I gotta turn this off or Siri's gonna start calling people. My Siri is always going haywire. Alright, I'm only just now getting around to doing the video because I didn't get out of bed till 1. I was laying there and it was too cold to get out because all winter my heater hasn't been working, but I haven't really noticed it because I've been working all night long. But now I'm sleeping at night and I just got cold and I didn't want to get up, and I don't think I even had that bad of insomnia last night. And then when I looked at my watch, it was 1. I was like, oh my God. So I must have needed the sleep, I guess. Then I went and got a burrito and I had an energy drink and I'm eating an apple, so my appetite hasn't caught in, and I guess I'm needing extra sleep still. I called the homeowners association, and because somebody was passing out a pamphlet or a piece of paper saying, hey, we're trying to get everybody in the building to call because there's something wrong with the heater in the building, and if we all get them to call, then that's the only way to get them to pay attention. So I'm like, all right. So I called and he's like, oh, you have to deal with it because you're the owner. And I was like, oh, but I think it's a building issue. But then 10 minutes later, the maintenance guys came over and said it was because my battery wasn't in my my thermostat. And then all of a sudden the heater started working. So yeah, I'll be able to sleep tonight. I won't get too cold tonight, but so yesterday I got up, I think like 10 or something, 10:30. And I swam 4 kilometers, and then, but I felt good. I think on the machine, I think I'm going to start swimming 5 kilometers a day on the machine. I'm going to amp it up. Because 4 kilometers, that was an hour and 15 minutes. I can go more than an hour and 15 minutes. So that's not much at all. I should be going at least 2 hours, 2.5 hours on that. So yeah, I'll crank it up to 5. I'll just crank it up and incrementally. And then after that I went and, well, I stretched a half hour before that, and then I did that, and then I stretched half hour to 45 minutes. And then I got on the bike and did 56 miles in 3.5 hours, about the same period of time as the other ones. Only this time I was working on my website. I'm high right now because I was like, I don't know, because it was cold and I stopped and I smelled reefer in my roommate's room and I said, are there any joints? He's like, sure, here's a joint. I can get like instant joints. So yeah, I feel kind of, I don't know, I need to stop because I want to do videos, talking videos. And then I guess I was, and then I just did like 45 minutes of stretching now. So, I'm going to swim. Oh yeah, so yesterday I was working on the Montesquieu laws, Spirit of the Laws. It's the one book on my website that I don't have completed, and it's actually my favorite book ever written. I agree with Jink Uger that the greatest document ever written is the Constitution, but I think the greatest book ever written in the history of mankind is Spirit of the Laws by Montesquieu, because it's like the crescendo effect. He's talking about, he's gathering up all of the cream of all of the best philosophical and legal knowledge from history all over the world and plopping it down in 1,200-page book from all over the world, from all parts of history to, to help give a best decision-making skills for best laws for any given situation. The book that the founding fathers got their ideas from the most was Montesquieu. He was their main guy. And yeah, it's just jam-packed with interesting stuff. I want to do a video about it. I listened to that most of the day, but you have to get your timing right because You have to remember what chapter. Like when I'm on the swimmer, I have to put it on for at least an hour, but it can't go for more because I don't want to stop swimming and then like choose it again. But it can't go more than an hour because the computer gets garbled. And then I started doing it on the bike, and I couldn't remember what chapter we were on. Then the earphones died, so you kind of have to. So now I think I was listening to some, and I guess my IQ isn't all the way up yet because I was listening to different chapters over and over again. But I'm gonna do that today. I needed to finish the book. I needed to count all of the words and the time and everything, the chapters of all the big chapters and little chapters in the book. I don't really want to fully study a book until I know exactly how big all the chapters are, because it helps you zero in on what the important subjects are in the book. And yeah, so I did that with all the other books, just not this one because it was the latest book that I did. So I was doing that while I was riding the bike. I was just copying, pasting and then getting the word count and typing that in, and it was great. It was working great on the bike. It wasn't making me, go any slower or anything. I loved it. Kind of, maybe I should have been doing this all along, but yeah, I probably should have been. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do on the bike today. Finish the book. But last night I was doing the conversions to the time. It's 50 seconds a page, and that was just quicker with the book. So with their while I'm not writing, I was doing that until 11 at night. So yeah, once I'm done with this book, I'm going to listen to the whole thing, and then I'll do a book review on it. I think it'll be before the 18th. And then once I do that one, I can do other ones, and I'd like to do one a day. I guess I don't know how many pages I could go through in a day. I want to figure out how many pages I can get through in a day. Like maybe it's possible to get through a 1,000-page book in a day and then do a book review on it. I don't know. This one's 1,200 pages, so. So I guess I needed the rest. I'm gonna go stretch my upper body now. I haven't done that one, and then I'm gonna go swim, I think, and then ride. And I'll go till late today, just because I slept too late. I'll go until maybe 10 o'clock or something. So anyways, that's what I'm up to today. Slowly getting back into it, I guess. I want to train all the time, but if I sleep in, I guess that's my inner coach saying chill. Hopefully that's my inner coach and not just laziness, but yeah, I think my body could definitely use it. The rest still. On the 18th is going to be my month anniversary, so from having done nothing forever. So okay, talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully I will have done 5 kilometers of swimming and at least 60 miles of riding today, even though I'm not getting started until like 5. Peace out. Oh, and they acquitted Trump. Yeah, I was listening all day today, and the end of last night, of just David K. Johnson and Stephen Schwartz talking about Trump. I'm just kind of, I guess, depressed about that. But it was awesome that that Romney has voted to convict, and yeah. I think this whole idea of like the book that I was talking about, the crescendo effect of Montesquieu. I think if everybody can look at stuff historically, then it'll make everybody kind of immune to retards being in control, because it'll make a fail-safe system where you have to be intelligent in order to be taken seriously. And everybody will know that the only way you can be known as being intelligent is by referencing the historical past. Like Montesquieu is the greatest book ever written because he took all of the best stuff of all the different historical writers and then tied it up into an updated version of it. It's almost like Plato and Socrates and Montesquieu and all the other like philosophical historical writers who reference each other. It's almost like they're all the same person, or they're a group of people all collaborating on one book. Like the Bible, all these different writers collaborating in a book. And so, you like in the Bible. And so you know, people should always try to be in that tradition of being the next Montesquieu, and writing the updated version. And so whenever you talk about history, about stuff, you talk about history. It was interesting watching the hearings because people were referencing the Federalist Papers, and you know, Federalist Paper 63 and 5, and about impeachment, and it provides a there's no dead end to the conversation. You can always make it more intelligent until it makes clear that the smartest person wins the argument. So and it was yeah, it was kind of hilarious how what the Republicans were saying. Ooh, I can't remember any examples right now though. Sorry. Yeah. So anyway, I want to do a video about Montesquieu, but I think I want to do the writing on the top first, the white part. That's a level of on my website that I haven't really done yet, where I get all my favorite quotes, stuff that you remember in that book, because it's just chock full of them. Because all he does, the entire book, is just giving examples of laws in the past, and why they were like that and the effects of them. So it's fascinating, and it's 1,200 pages of it. Anyways, I've been talking long enough. Yeah, stay tuned. Within a week, I'll probably do a book review on that. But today, I'm just gonna. I think I might even just listen to music while I'm doing the swimmer, because I haven't done the swimmer or stoned yet. Smoke the rest of this joint, and yeah, just take my time on it. I think every time I do the swimmer, I get excited and burn myself out. But maybe that's what I'll do anyway. It's kind of my style. Yeah, but the cool thing is you can work on the website and burn yourself out. Like, you know, like if you want to do, like my version of intervals on the bike is you just gear down and you get out of the saddle, and then that naturally blows out your legs and your lungs and everything. And then you sit down, you gear up, and then you just work on, you know, you need to do that for maybe 30 seconds or a minute. And then you sit down and then you just start working on the website again, you know, and you just do that whenever you feel like it. That's what I was doing all night. Anyways, yeah, so tomorrow, stay tuned. I'll do 5K on the swim erg and then 60 miles on the bike. Peace out.